morning, Desert Edge. Welcome to Sting Time. I'm your student body president, Jaslyn Cardenas.
And I'm your student body activities director, Jordan Lakin.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. Now it's time for DETV.
Coming up on today's show, we'll talk with our principal, Ms. Jones, about how the school year is going so far.
And the girls volleyball team takes the court today. We'll have that plus more DE sports.
And today was a tense day back in 1962, and we'll tell you why in this day's history segment. Hello, Desert Edge. Today is October 22nd, 2019. I'm Scam.
And I'm Braxton. Welcome to DETV.
Today's show is going to be great. And if you like Mexican food, well, lunch will be great too. Today's hot lunch choices are enchilada casserole with salsa, jalapenos, and sour cream, Spanish rice, and refried beans, as well as a variety of fruit.
That looks pretty tasty. Our cafeteria workers always do their best to dish out some good food. But now it's time to dish out some daily trivia with today's question of the day.
And today's question deals with one of my favorite things, music. We all love our phones. They let us connect to the world, and more importantly, they allow us to carry us a virtual record store in our pocket.
But it wasn't always that way. What device was introduced today back in 2001 that revolutionized personal music? That is today's question of the day.
Anyone who knows me knows that music is my thing, so I'm pretty sure I know this one.
But before we give the answer, let's look at some important announcements from around the campus.
Students who enjoy science and want to build projects and learn engineering skills should check out the STEM Club. The meets are every Tuesday, create fun projects, and discuss all things science and engineering during the second half of Power Hour. Be sure to check it out.
The wrestling team is looking for new wrestlers, especially in the lower weight classes, to start honing their skills. All wrestlers are asked to attend Friday meetings during the first half of Power Hour to go over new information, past wrestling footage, and to welcome new members.
Uno, Skip-Bo, Monopoly, Clue. Students who can't get enough of these should also do the Board Game Club. You should check it out, the Board Game Club, my bad. The Board Game Club and Friday meets on Thursdays and Fridays during Power Hour in the Innovation Lounge. Students should note that all school rules apply to food, drinks, and earbud policies.
Today is Tuesday, and that means it's time for Blaine Bishop to sit down with a guest for our Scorpion Talk segment.
Blaine has our principal, Ms. Jones, in the studio today.
Take it away, Blaine.
Thanks, guys. My guest today is Dee's principal, Miss Jones, who is here today to talk about how this school year and how she is seeing the rest of the school year going. So, speaking of which, how do you believe the school year is going?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me here. This is an absolute thrill. I'm so excited. School year, amazing. The level of school spirit, especially in our student section at our football games lately, has been a pride and joy moment for me, especially when I hear our student body singing the fight song at the top of their lungs. It just makes my heart swell with pride. We have a lot of academic successes this year. Our AP scores increased over 10% school-wide. Our AZ merit scores also increased this year. So there's so many things that you should feel very proud of the work that we're doing here at our school.
What do you see coming up for the rest of this school year?
Well, we have lots in store. The most recent one coming out will be our Costumes for Charity, which I highly encourage everybody to participate in because we are able to give back to our own DE families and be kind and take care of each other. If dressing up is not your thing, you can still donate and be part of that charity so that we can help our families have great holidays. We have the choir concert, the dance concert. We have so many things coming up that I'm looking forward to seeing. DETV and being on the air now and seeing the interworkings of what's going on here is so exciting. So there's just so much to come, and I can't wait to see what's next.
I'd like to thank our wonderful principal for taking time for day to come here. DTV will be right back after this commercial break.
Welcome back.
The girls' golf team has had a rough few years, Scam.
That's true, and after a short rounded last year, the team has really rebounded.
Ryan Baker is in the studio now with more information as well as the latest on DE Sports.
How's it going, Ryan?
It's going well, Scam. It went well for the girls' golf this season as well. The girls' golf season just finished up with 3 first place and 4 second place finishes as a team. This is a huge improvement over the last several years when they didn't have enough girls to compete. Ava Hines ended up with the season first place, 3 second places, and only 2 third place finishes in her first year here at DE. She'll be competing next week, October 28th and 29th, at the Division II state tournament. So wish Ava luck if you see her around campus. Desert's JV volleyball team has an away conference match at Peoria tonight at 5 p.m. with the varsity team looking on Peoria as well at 6 p.m. Looking at the end this week, varsity football has a home game versus Deer Valley on Friday, October 25th at 7 p.m. So be sure to clear your schedule and come out and root on our team. That's for sports. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Like our grandparents' generation either.
And our DETV historian, Vaughn Hoperich, isn't here with an event that could have gone very bad.
What do you have for us, Vaughn?
Thanks, guys. Today we look back to October 22nd, 1962. During the Cold War, America and the Soviet Union, which is now modern-day Russia, both started mass-producing nuclear missiles. Our parents and their parents lived every day under the possible threat of global nuclear war. However, at the time, neither the Soviets or the U.S. had missiles that could reach each other. Instead, they placed their missiles in countries that were closer. On this day, back in '62, Soviet missiles were discovered on the island of Cuba, south of Florida. So for the very first time, almost all of America was within range and could be nuked at any moment. The nation was terrified, but in the end, after tense diplomacy, Russia removed the missiles as long as America removed theirs from Turkey. Had there been a different outcome, then the modern world would have been very different than it is today. That is, if anybody survived the global nuclear conflict. Back to you.
Thanks, Vaughn.
Well, you've had some time to think about today's question of the day. The question was, what devices released today in 2001 that revolutionized personal music?
And the answer is the first generation iPod. Before the iPod, carrying music meant clunky MP3 players that were hard to work on and compatible CD players. So the iPod made listening to music more convenient and also paved the way for the iPhone. That does it for today.
Remember, you can send us requests, suggestions, story ideas, and announcements to detv2012@gmail.com.
But until next time, I'm Scam.
And I'm Braxton. Have a great day, Scorpions.